Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hardcore Hero. You are underwater. With your 6 or 10 con, you can last 3 rounds, or a round and a half with struggling, and so you get your one attack off. The tentacle around you begins to let go somehow. You kick for the surface and lose consciousness on your way up.
Oh, I see. Like, so, from my breath running out.
Yeah, you're holding your breath too much, and eventually, you don't remember the last few moments of swimming.
Yeah, I played Subnautica, I know.
Yeah. When you do awaken, you are laid out on a slab of rock. It's not rock; it's worked stone. It's well-worked stone, actually, with nice grout between it and everything. You're looking up at a domed ceiling above you with a mural painted all around it of the various different gods, all in their positions and their constellations, but in their full versions, not just their symbolic versions. And there are a few people near you. You recognize your sea captain, and a couple of the sailors from your boat, and a couple of sailors that you don't recognize, who must be from one of those galleys.
So is everyone on white slabs or just me?
No, you're all here on these. It's not so much a slab as just the ground of a palace or a temple or a finely decorated building.
All right, so I guess I wake up with a start, look around, see all the people wide-eyed. Some of them are probably already awake. What the hell? What's happened? Where are we?
A few of them are starting to wake up, and one of them goes, "If I'm dead, why are you still here?"
I look. Is there a door? I look at do I have my backpack?
Your bag is nearby, not necessarily next to you, but there's just a bunch of personal effects lying around.
Okay.
Your bag is one of them.
I run over to it and check for my spellbook.
Everything in your bag is intact, if not completely soaked.
That's fine.
You didn't have any spells written down on non-protected paper, did you?
I did at one point, but I think they already got destroyed.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
The room is, maybe 60 feet across or so.
Yeah.
It's circular in nature. There is a door that does lead from it on the far side of the room. You're not quite in the middle. You're to one side. And that one side has ground that steeply slopes. And not naturally, not like it was designed to slope, but it's been damaged or something, or the ground below it gave way, and it just leads into a large pool of water.
So it looks like it's been slightly destroyed or something, the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I stand up gingerly. I still remember my spells, or is my mind blanked?
You will probably need to rememorize your spells, yeah. You fell unconscious.
Okay, so...
Unpleasantly.
Feeling, do I count having rested?
Yeah. I think it was early that morning anyway that all this was going on. So you could sit and memorize spells if you need to.
So I scrunch myself up into a corner, away from as many people as I can. Mm-hmm. And I face the, I sit in the corner and I open my books out and start relearning spells. Whew.
What do you want to start with? That's the most important thing, is what do you start with, because it goes in order and they can be interrupted.
Color spray.
Okay.
Then invisibility.
Alright, so it's about around minute 15 that everyone's woken up and they've come over to you, and your former captain's kicking you gently on your lower back to get your attention. Oi! Hey! Buddy!
Yeah, what?
What's going on? Where are we?
I don't know, I just need to study for a moment before I go exploring.
I don't think now's the time for studying. Where the hell are we?
Well, I need to be able to fight if there's... I don't know what's going on. Why don't you go and find out? I want to read these books, and then I'm going to go check.
He grunts in kind of disgust
Oh,
and
all right.
walks off with the other people.
What? I closed my book. Are they all leaving?
Yeah, the whole group is moving away from you towards the center of the room.
I close my book, stand up, and say, "Hey, where are you all going?"
I'm sorry, I thought you were studying.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to go off alone without me.
They roll their eyes at you and turn into form a circle and chat amongst themselves.
Like excluding me.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted to be left alone to study, so they walked away and they're talking.
So I stand up and I walk into them and say, "Look, what's the last thing everyone remembers?"
Drowning,
thing I remember.
drowning.
Drowning. Okay. So there's no one. Didn't look like those ships were turning around to rescue people, did it? I close my book. Fine. I put my book back in my bag. Did I learn color spray?
You got color spray, definitely.
All right. With my bag of sand, I hook my bag over my shoulder and say, "Fine, let's go."
Sure.
Any of you can fight?
A few of the soldiers nod. Your captain gives a bit of a nod. A few of the other sailors give a shrug. You know, they're more brawlers than fighters.
Do they have weapons?
No one has a weapon. I think your dagger is the only weapon around.
Well, I've got two, so I give the ship captain my other dagger.
Okay.
And say, "This is mine. If we're dead, it doesn't matter, but it's mine, so don't go fucking losing it."
Aye.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. I barge past them and go to the door.
Believe this guy? Who the fuck does he think he is? You make your way for the door. The handle is cool, and it's a wooden door bound with metals, brasses or bronze. It's hard to tell. They're all so corroded. And that's that. And I think it's about this moment that you realize the interior of this room is very well lit, but there are no windows.
Okay, magical lighting doesn't mean we're dead yet. That's fine. Someone could have done that. Keep it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Did my stone skin survive?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I'm still stone skinned. All right. Well, I guess I pull open this mystical door.
You open the door, and it is a hallway with a curved ceiling on top that runs for maybe 30 or 40 feet, and then it hits a four-way intersection, and then it goes for another 30 or 40 feet beyond that and hits a doorway. And it's also well lit.
There's not like a bright light at the end of the tunnel, is there?
No.
Okay. So I'm just pissed off. Like I'm making myself feel better by slipping into familiar emotions of being annoyed. I'm annoyed at these other people for not letting me study my spells. And I walk ahead to the intersection.
Okay. Well, the intersection looks the same in every direction, about 40 feet, and then a doorway.
In each way.
In each way, all four directions. The only difference is the way that you came has the door open. The other doors are all closed.
So there's three doors I'm looking at, yeah?
Yeah, forward, left, and right.
Is there any symbology on the walls?
Mm-mm. There's water stains on the walls, as if things seep through and leave a little bit of a trail behind. The walls, everything looks to be well made, but not well maintained.
So when I wait for the rest of them to catch up at the intersection.
Yeah, they're all standing around, and Captain looks and says, a few that way, a few that way, a few that way. See what we find out?
Yeah, I'm going with you though. Let's go left.
Yeah. The two of you head left, and everyone else splits up and heads in different directions. You guys get to your door. Feels much the same as the last one. Nice, solid, heavy wood banded with metal that's corroded. Cool handle to the touch.
Okay. I gingerly push it open.
Okay. You open the door and enter into what looks like some sort of temple. There's a statue of a god before you. Do you have a religion proficiency? I guess you've been with Van. You've been in a lot of temples. You can probably recognize all the gods by sight, I would expect. I mean, there's a lot of them, but you can probably figure it out. It is Eris, the goddess of tranquility, standing before you.
Oh. I'm not sure. So there's nothing else in here. I start looking around, ignoring the section.
There's an altar. There's little shelves with all sorts of things. There's a couple of braziers nearby, filled with coals. There's actually a lot of stuff in here.
Okay, but no people or beings.
You walk around to the back side of the statue, and there is a person curled up in like a little ball behind the statue, kind of leaning against it.
Is he dressed like a sailor?
She is not dressed like a sailor. She has gray robes on with sandals and a small like headscarf that is partially fallen off.
Alright, she looks like she might know what's going on, so I like poke her with my foot. Hey, wake up.
She just kind of rolls to the side with your poke, and kind of comes to a very still form. You get the impression that she is no longer alive.
How, like, does she look like she's starved to death? Or?
She doesn't look decomposed at all, and she doesn't look like she's starved or anything.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Say to the captain. Anything else in here you think worth looking at, or should we go and catch up with the others?
He brings over a triangle of cheese, about yay tall and yay big, and hands part of it to you.
I keep
some food in those vases over there.
Sure you want to eat that?
He gives a shrug and takes a bite. I've never been one to worry about things that are beyond my control. Actually, I am. But this seems, what are you gonna do, huh? I'm hungry. You can't solve a problem on an empty stomach.
All right, well, let's keep going. I put my cheese in my bag, and I grab like a couple more pieces of food and put them in my bag.
Sure. You head back to the intersections, and all the sailors come together, except for one. There's one that's missing. One of the sailors from one of the galleys isn't here.
Which way did he go? Oh, well, I ask. Where's Jeff?
I don't know. He was back in that other room with me.
Oh,
we all left, and I thought he was right behind me.
What's up there?
That was a temple. Temple to Madrigal, goddess of hope.
I hope. Wait, tranquility was ours. What about yours? I say, looking to temple as well.
Some sort of garden room.
Let's go take a look. And I motion to the captain to come with me and head off to this.
Yeah, you come across a much larger room. It's a rectangular instead of circular. It's maybe 60 feet across and a few 100 feet long. And throughout it are these raised platforms, these raised garden planters. It's boxed in stone with trees and plants and ferns and some fruit or berry-bearing bushes.
Okay.
It's actually fairly thick in here, enough that you can't see the other side of the room in most places. You've got to go all the way to an edge or find a nice little small area where you can see past. It looks like someone's oversized greenhouse.
Is this place if the room sounds huge?
It's quite large. The ceiling must be at least 60 feet.
Was it 60 feet in the previous corridor?
No, it was maybe 8 or 10 feet in the previous corridor.
It kind of sounds like the shape of this building doesn't make sense.
I mean, I'm not surprised that you are surprised by the shape of the building.
Yeah, sure. So I comment to the captain. Who'd have thought magical light could grow plants? This is weird. Should we walk to the end?
Quietly, he nods.
So we walk through the garden. I check each. I'm looking for somebody to talk to or any clues as to what's going on. So I check down each little pathway.
What the fuck is this thing I'm looking at? Trying to clear some of my notes, and some of them I don't even recognize.
Oh, should I delete my stuff, by the way?
Yeah, you should remove your staff. That thing's never coming back.
Yeah. Okay. Joke's on you, because now I've got 4 more pounds that I can carry.
Drat. Okay, actually, it'll be easier if I just do it this way. How do you do it, Neal? Why are you making things complicated for yourself?
Alright, well.
Just give me a moment to map my thingy out.
No, yeah, go for it.
Okay, you are partway through this jungly room when one of the plants nearby reaches out to grab one of you. Let's see, the party is not surprised by this, so it'll get a... I guess we have to roll initiative instead. So you hear one of the plants nearby twisting, and it gives it as its bark and branches turn. Why don't you roll me initiative for yourself? I'll roll all the NPCs in one, and I'll roll the enemy in one.
8.
Oh, you will go first.
Alright. It's just the one plant.
Just the one plant.
Alright, magic missile it.
Okay.
For 21 damage. Ooh.
Ooh, that's quite nice, I believe.
Yeah, it's a good roll.
All right.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I've got no spells, right?
Oh, you've got color spray. That's it. Right.
I color spray it, but I don't know if it's gonna work, but I try it anyway.
What is the... Is there a hit die level on color spray?
There is, yeah. It's anything lower than me.
Oh.
1 to 6 creatures within the area affected. All creatures above the level of the spell for caster. Oh, and all those of 6 hit die or more are entitled to a saving throw.
Alright, well, it gets a saving throw. Natural 20. Totally fine. Alright, so the tree isn't affected by the color spray whatsoever.
Alright, I back up as soon as I cast it and start to head back.
The sailors begin to scatter and back away. The captain begins to back away. The tree reaches out with a single arm towards one of the NPC sailors with a 19 to hit.
I start shouting at people to run. Like, get out of the room.
I think that's all the motivation they need as they begin to run like hell. How much damage does it do? Here we go. The sailor gets whacked for 11 by a branch and just comes the branch comes through its stomach or chest as the tree lifts him up and brings him closer. And you guys are able to scatter and flee from this area and run back into the hallway.
I command everyone back into the room we started in.
Mm-hmm.
And I get everyone, I close the plant door behind us, and I close our door behind us. And I say, right, look, one man's already dead, again, or whatever this place is, but you're all going to sit here and wait while I study my spell books, and we work out what to do. Agreed? Unless anyone else wants to die. A hero.
They go sheepish and quiet.
Alright, just get ready to bar the door if something starts trying to get in, alright?
They mill about and leave you in peace to study your spells.
Alright, so I get my spell books out, and I start trying to think about what kind of spells does one even need in a situation like this.
And then one of them says, wait, but Joe's still missing. Jeff is missing still.
You want to go look for him?
Tom, let's go look for Jeff. He was in the Temple de Madrigal. Let's go.
Is Tom going?
Yeah. Tom and unnamed sailor number 10 head back into the corridor and peel right to go to the Temple of Madrigal.
Okay.
Leaving you with the captain and 2 of the crew members of the Wench still in here.
Me, the captain. Oh, so it's all our original crew that are here.
Yep. It's the sailors of the galleys that have taken off to do other things. Not all of your crew is here, but just your crew is left in this chamber.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay, I know what spell I need. So it hasn't been 24 hours yet, so I've still got stone skin, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess I learned these spells then. Obviously, I've already cast the color spray, so I haven't got that. So, do you want me to work out how long that takes?
Yeah.
Half an hour for level 1. An hour for level 2, that's an hour and a half. Another hour and a half for level 3. That's 3 hours. Polymorph Self. Level 4 and 5 takes 130 minutes, that's 2. It's just so it's 5 hours. Fuck. That takes ages. Alright, that's what I say for 5 hours.
Okay. It'll take a while, yeah. So are you doing these from lowest level to highest level, just for sake of convenience? Because I think in 5 hours you will be interrupted at some point.
No, I won't then. I mean, I'll definitely do it in...
Alright,
so I get shadow monsters first.
Mm-hmm.
Then slow. Then invisibility. Then mirror image. I mean, then magic missile.
Cool.
I guess. Yeah.
Sure. So let's figure out exactly how long it is before you're interrupted. That's not the right way to do it. It should be... Yeah, let's just roll a bunch of these. Dice. Here, I'll just take a handful of dice. So it's like an hour, it's 70 minutes later.
70 minutes.
70.
That gets me shadow monster, invisibility. That's it.
Okay, so you've got Shadow Monster invisibility when the one of the sailors comes over to you and shakes your shoulder and says, Hey, Mr. Wizard guy, hey.
What?
Tom and Jerry never came back. Tom and Jeff never came back with the other guy.
Well, we'll go and look for them when I'm finished. Look, really, do you really want to go and die as well? The lot of you, are literally no help to me here. So I'm prepared to help keep you alive. If you want to go and suicide, running around, you're more than welcome to. Give me back my fucking dagger though first.
Jesus fucking Christ, rolling this together. A little bit of camaraderie would go a long way here.
So sit down and let's play it cool. We'll work it out. I'm not looking to see you guys dead, but I'm not going to jeopardize my own safety again to save you two, or you three, or whatever. You probably don't know what I mean by that, but that's fine.
He doesn't, and walks away with a wounded look on his face. But he's fine. It's fine. Who cares about him?
I mean, I feel a little bit bad, but tensions are high right now.
You are left, I guess, to finish the rest of your work here. When you finally come out of your day of studying, you
slam my book closed.
Yeah.
Stand up.
You see that some vases have been brought in, probably from the temple of Arya, with food in them, and the three of those guys are sitting around a small clearing, snacking, munching, chatting amongst themselves. And when you finally get up and start walking over to them, one of them says, lucky, Mr. Wizard decided to join us tonight.
So tonight, it's only been a few hours. Right?
Today, tonight. I mean, who knows what day of time it is up here.
I
down
go
here.
to the guy who I snapped at a second ago, and I crouched down next to him and I put a hand on his shoulder and said, "Look, I'm sorry about before.
He shrugs.
Stressful.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, let's go and look for the other two."
Well, they've been gone a long time. Maybe we should figure out where we are first?
Well, I think that the answers lay deeper into these tunnels. I'm not sure that sitting here and waiting for starvation to claim us is the best move.
There's a lot of food. And
Okay.
it's surprisingly edible.
No, well,
And
alright.
that's salt water, not fresh water. So dehydration's likely to kill us first.
Right then, well, even more reason. Right?
Alright.
There's got to be water in that garden somewhere.
They
So,
nod, yeah. Okay.
let's go and look for the other two. We'll see what's in that lost room. Did any of you go into that room up there?
We didn't go into the right room or the forward room.
Okay. So you can stay here if you want, I'll go investigate, or you can come with me. Which of you is the best fighter?
The captain is, and claims to be, and the others back him up on that.
Alright, I bring the captain up to me and I say to him, that dagger, you can throw it and it should return to your hands. So, use it.
He nods, understanding, and looking at the dagger with newfound respect.
And I hand him the other one as well.
Okay.
So he's got two. He can throw 2 per round, right? He can throw 3 per round.
He can throw 2.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they are returning daggers, right? They are.
You tell me. It's your character sheet.
Yeah. That's what I've got. But...
Cool.
Okay, so I take the captain
Uh-huh.
and I cast armor on myself.
Uh-huh.
I've still got stone skin, and I walk towards the
Are you going...
north room where the other two went.
the other two went to the right room, the one that the guy disappeared into. The temple room that the guy disappeared in?
Yes, that's where I mean. Sorry, I
Sure.
thought the garden was to the right. But...
No, the garden's to the front, the temple's to the right. So you head down the hallway and turn to the right. There's a door at the end of the 40-foot hallway. It's very solid, cool to the touch.
So I wait for the captain to get close, and then when I check that he's ready.
He's ready, but you also notice the 2 other sailors have come along as well. They're not going to get left behind.
Oh, okay, cool. But they haven't got any weapons though, right?
They have no weapons, and they're sort of sheepishly standing a few feet behind you guys.
Okay. I have no weapon now either. Ah, my sling. I have my sling. The good old days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I cautiously push open the door and peek in.
It opens, and it's similarly shaped to the last room. A large statue stands in the middle, but this one has stairs that go down behind the statue on either side to some lower area. And you can hear voices chatting. You can't make out the sounds, they're fairly indistinct, but there's some laughter, some very light laughter, mixed masculine and feminine voices.
Was one of the sailors female?
Nope, they were all male.
Shit. Okay. Sounds like there's somebody down there. Let's go and speak to them. Alright. Hello?
There, more laughter kind of echoes in response to your calling for hello.
Fine. Alright. Dave, go and look.
Fuck you! I'm not looking.
Fine. I cast, I'm gonna disappear. Just stay together. I cast invisibility.
Alright, you vanish from sight.
I go to peer downstairs.
Down there is a cozy little room that's kind of a ovular, almost like you would have at a coliseum or an arena, with like stairs that lead down to a flat area, except it's been covered in pillows and blankets and cushions. And there are a group of sailors, and there are with them that same number plus 4 blue-skinned, silver-haired women.
Sirens.
They
Does it
look a
like
lot like the siren that you've seen before.
the siren that I mercilessly killed.
Yeah.
What a cruel fate.
They see you, and actually, they don't see you at all. But they're laughing and talking and pouring wine for each other, and they seem to be having a great time.
They're not singing, though.
No, they're not singing.
This is worrying for me. Well, how many are there? 4?
There are 2, 3. There are 4 sailors here and 8 sirens.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything past them? Is this room? Is there any way out of this room?
There's an alcove and some decorations, things that would belong in the temple of I've already forgotten the goddess's name, Matragal, but no exit over here.
All right, I go back up the stairs quietly,
Mm-hmm.
and I say to the captain, "Well, there's another 4 soldiers down there. That's a good news."
They're all alive? What are those other voices?
Sirens? 8 of them.
Fuck.
They seem to be being friendly, though. But isn't that what they do? I don't. I mean, I've got some experience with sirens, but you're a ship captain.
I have tried to avoid all the islands that they're known to live on. So if you've got any experience, you've got more than me.
Well, which islands are they known to live on? Is there any nearby where we were?
No. Some over Eastern Drekis, Western Drekis, some northwest of Cuba.
Can they live under the sea? What is this place?
Fuck. Look, man, a giant tentacle came and ripped my ship out of the water. Now I'm somewhere that's magically lit, and there's a bunch of sirens and a smack-talking wizard. So I'm a little out of my depth here. I'm going to be honest with you. I sail ships.
I wonder if we should try our luck with the garden, or if we should go and speak to the sirens. I say maybe you should go back to our original room, and in my current state, will check out the garden.
Dave, let's go back. The 3 of them head back to the former room, and you, still invisible, can head on to the gardens.
Alright, yeah, I head to the gardens, and I'm just cautious that the tree can't see me when I'm invisible, so I look for it as soon as I can and see if it's reacting to me.
Sure. There are multiple paths through the garden. It's not just a straight shot, so you can take a different route altogether if you want to try and avoid the tree, or you can take the same route and try and keep your eyes on the tree.
Oh, it's like a maze.
Yeah, it's not so much a maze, but it's a large garden room, and there's lots of paths that wind through it between the planter boxes.
Okay, well, no, I just take. I attempt to avoid it, but if I see it, my first reaction is, does it react to me?
As you walk past the area where you would see it, you see the branches of the tree have the sailor that it picked up. One branch is wrapped around its feet. The other branch is wrapped around kind of its head, neck, and torso. And it looks like it's spun the sailor until it's wrung out all of his bodily fluids onto its own soil.
That is nasty.
Yeah. Now it's just a taut sailor floating, being held above the ground. Occasionally a drip will come out of it.
So it's just like the soil soaked with blood below the sailor.
All sorts of fluids, yeah.
That is nasty. Nasty work. All right, I sneak past it, can I?
Yep.
Is it like rooted again now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I sneak past it.
As you walk past it, you see many other very dangerous-looking plants. Some of them have spikes all along them. There are some like Venus flytrap things, but they're like sized for people. It looks like a menagerie of dangerous plants.
So I do my best to remember the way back out. And I'm very, very careful about not walking into any Venus man traps.
Okay.
Alright, and I walk. I don't know how long this thing is. I mean, could be forever. So if I get 10 minutes and I'm not at the end, then I'll reconsider.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. You get to the end of the hallway of the large garden chamber, and there is a single exit from here.
Ah, shit. I look back over my shoulder. And then I open the door. They'd never get past the plants anyway, so...
So just forget about them.
Well, let's just see what's down here. It's no point sneaking them past the plants, only to...
Alright. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. You open the door, and we'll find out what's through it on the other side of our break. See you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.